In the spring of 2026, the private market saw a massive concentration of capital flow into a single sector. The balance of power in artificial intelligence realigned in a matter of weeks. Anthropic closed a $65 billion Series H funding round. This pushed its post-money valuation to $965 billion. OpenAI, long considered the clear leader of the space, dropped to second with a valuation of $852 billion. OpenAI has 900 million weekly active users, but projects a $14 billion loss in 2026. Anthropic took a different path. Focusing on enterprise subscriptions, their annualized revenue crossed $47 billion, projecting an operational break-even by 2028. Institutional investors are now preparing for these entities to enter the public markets. Alongside SpaceX's planned public listing, known internally as Project Apex, this pipeline represents over $3 trillion in anticipated megacap IPOs. To justify trillion-dollar public valuations, generating software code is no longer enough. These organizations are racing to secure the physical, planetary-scale resources required to actually run their models. Artificial intelligence operates in physical space. Training and running foundation models at this scale requires millions of square feet of data centers, vast cooling systems, and massive amounts of concrete and electricity. Anticipating a shortage of these resources, Anthropic initiated an aggressive infrastructure build-out, securing commitments for over 15 gigawatts of global compute capacity. The financial cost of this physical footprint rivals the valuation of the companies themselves. Anthropic committed $200 billion for future TPU capacity from Google and Broadcom and signed a $15 billion agreement with Amazon Web Services. But those facilities take years to build. In the short term, an 80-fold increase in user demand meant Anthropic had to throttle its developers to keep the system running. The immediate solution came through a tactical lease. Anthropic took over SpaceX's idle Colossus 1 data center in Tennessee. Gaining access to 300 megawatts of power and 220,000 GPUs allowed them to instantly double their AI performance limits. The partnership with SpaceX points toward a longer-term strategy. To bypass the constraints of terrestrial power grids, Anthropic is now in discussions to deploy dedicated AI processing nodes directly into low Earth orbit. The intelligence of a model is strictly limited by the hardware that sustains it. The developers of artificial intelligence are effectively transforming into utility-scale energy providers. The most significant buyer of this expanding computational grid is the United States military. In May 2026, the Department of Defense awarded Dell Federal Systems a $9.69 billion Core Enterprise Technology Agreement. The contract centralizes and consolidates commercial software procurement across every branch of the armed forces and the intelligence community. The timing of the procurement drew attention across the defense industrial base. Months prior, Michael Dell committed $6.25 billion to fund tax-advantaged investment accounts championed by the incoming administration. Following public endorsements from the president encouraging the purchase of Dell hardware, the company's stock experienced a 142%. It provides the operational framework for combined joint all-domain command and control. The military's highly classified system designed to link sensor data and weapon systems across land, sea, air, space, and cyber domains in real time. The mechanisms of corporate infrastructure, political capital, and national defense procurement are now operating through a single, unified pipeline. This integration is driven by a modernization mandate from the Secretary of War to achieve absolute data supremacy on the battlefield. Under an initiative called Operation Cattledrive, the Navy alone forced the retirement of more than 200 legacy IT systems. Clearing out decentralized, outdated servers was necessary to establish a standardized zero-trust architecture built entirely on commercial networks. The result is a direct interface. Private, multi-gigawatt AI clusters are now seamlessly integrated with the most secure military command centers in the world. This shared infrastructure provides the processing power necessary to ingest global intelligence feeds and manage the logistics of autonomous warfare at scale. As $3 trillion of capital consolidates around a few key providers, the line between government and contractor blurs. The Pentagon deploys the hardware, but Silicon Valley holds the orbital infrastructure and the intelligence that runs it.